Assalamu alaikum. Today I am here with the revision lecture of unit number 2, class 5, subject science. In this unit, we have learned that a balanced diet is necessary for good health. A balanced diet is actually a diet which contains all the essential food groups. And there are ways to preserve food to keep it free of germs. Preserve mean to keep food safe from germs. Also, we have studied that there are many ways of keeping healthy. There are some diseases which are caused by microorganisms, and some microorganisms are also useful for us. Diseases are spread in a number of ways but can also be controlled with the help of medicines and by taking good care of ourselves. And we have studied in this unit about the microorganisms, kinds of microorganisms, viruses, bacteria, fungi, and protozoa. The first thing is microorganisms. Students, we have studied that the microorganisms are found all over the world, in the air, in water, even in our body, and on the surface of every object. And in common language, we use the word germs when we talk about these harmful microorganisms. Now we will again revise it. Microorganisms. Although you can easily count large living things that you see, there are millions of living things around you that are very tiny. We call these tiny organisms as microorganisms because we need a powerful microscope to see them. Micro means small. Organisms means a living thing. So, microorganisms are those organisms or those living things which are too small to be seen by a naked eye. And the microorganisms are found all over the world, in the air, in water, in or on our body, and on the surface of every object. In everyday language, people use the word germs when they talk about harmful microorganisms. Our next thing which we have studied in this unit is unicellular organisms. Some living things are made up of only one cell and they are called unicellular or single-celled organism. Students, uni means one. So, and the example is given amoeba. The unicellular organisms are those living things which are only made up of single cell. And the next definition which we have studied was multicellular organisms. As the name indicates, multi means more than one. So, a living thing which is made up of more than one cell is called multicellular organism. Human beings, other animals, and plants are made of millions, billions of cells, and they are called multicellular organisms. So, now you have to learn the definition of unicellular organisms and the multicellular organisms. Now we move towards the kinds of microorganisms. There are four main kinds of microorganisms which we have studied in this unit, and they are viruses, bacteria, protozoa, and fungi. And we have discussed and the details of these microorganisms and what type of diseases they caused in humans and other living things. You have to learn the spellings of all these microorganisms. And the next thing which we have studied in this unit is how the microorganisms enter the body. And there are different ways through which the microorganisms can enter the body, like through nose when we breathe, through mouth, eat or drink. When we eat some infected food or some food which or is not properly cooked, the microorganisms can get inside our body and they can make us ill from person to person. It means by the direct contact to an infected person, we can get these microorganisms inside our body. By coughing, if someone is not properly covering the mouth while coughing, the microorganisms spread in the air and the human beings which are all around that infected person can get these microorganisms through their nose when they breathe, through spitting, through sneezing, through cuts in the skin and biting of insects. As you know that the mosquito bite can cause the dengue fever or the malaria. So we have to take care that these microorganisms should not get inside our body. The next thing which we have studied in this unit is how to keep ourselves healthy. And there are the 8 ways which we have studied in this unit to control spread of diseases. Number 1 is ventilate the house to allow fresh air to circulate. That's why we always said that if there is fresh air, open the windows so we can ventilate our houses. Number 2, dry clothes and bedding in fresh air and sunlight. We all know that sunlight is very good for our health. Keep water and food well covered and clean. Number 4 is boil milk to kill the germs it contains. And we have studied that this procedure is known as pasteurization. It is a process by which we heat the milk at 60 degrees centigrade for half an hour and it kills almost all the germs, nearly all the germs in the milk. Number 5 is keep the surrounding clean by using disinfectants like Dettol and the other disinfecting agents. Number 6 is sneeze into handkerchief, a tissue or crook of your elbow so the microorganisms couldn't get into the air. Number 7, if you are sick, do not share your personal things with your friends, like your handkerchief, like the meal you are eating. You don't have to share it with your friends. If you are sick, if your throat hurts or anything like that. Number 8 is get ourselves vaccinated. The new words which we have learned in this unit are microorganisms, pasteurization. Again, the pasteurization is the process of heating the milk at 60 degrees centigrade for half an hour and it kills almost all the germs in the milk. Then the bacteria. Bacteria is a microorganism which can cause diseases, but there are some bacteria which are useful for us. Preserve. Preserve is also a new word for you. It means keeping safe from germs. Protozoa, spitting, sneezing and saliva. Saliva is a sticky liquid in mouth and it helps in digestion also. Now we move towards the question and answers. Question number 1 was, what is pasteurization? And the answer is, milk can be preserved for a while by a process called pasteurization. To pasteurize milk, it is first heated to 60 degrees centigrade and then cooled quickly. Most of the germs are killed off in this process. ये दूध को germs से पाक करने का तरीका है जिसके बारे में हम काफ़ी दफ़ा डिटेल में पढ़ चुके हैं and it is called pasteurization. Question number 2 is, what are the main kinds of microorganisms? There are 4 main kinds of microorganisms and their names are viruses, bacteria, protozoa and fungi. And you have to learn the spellings of all these 4 kinds. Our next question is, name any 3 places where you can find bacteria. And the answer is, bacteria can be found in air, water, soil and body. Our next question is, list 6 ways in which microorganisms can enter your body. And these are the 6 ways by which microorganisms can get inside the body. Number 1, through nose and mouth when you breathe, eat or drink, through coughing, spitting or sneezing, through direct contact, and the last one is through cuts in the skin. We have discussed it that if we get a cut on the skin, we have to cover it immediately, so the microorganisms which are found in the air couldn't get inside our body. And now we move towards the objective part. The question number 1 is choose the correct answers. Number 1 statement, which of the following are ways to keep food free of germs? खाने को कैसे महफूज रखा जा सकता है या जरासीम से पाक कैसे किया जा सकता है, और इसकी सारी ऑप्शंस ठीक हैं. खाने को फ्रीजिंग, स्टरलाइजिंग, कुकिंग, तीनों तरीक़ों से जर्म्स से पाक किया जा सकता है. सो वी हैव टू मार्क ऑप्शन नंबर डी, दैट इज़ all of these. Second statement is what do flies put on food so they can eat it? And the options are A, sauce, B, tears, C, saliva, D, water. And the correct answer is saliva. Third option statement is bacteria are used to prepare A, yogurt, B, bread, C, antibiotics, and D, milk. And the useful bacteria are used to prepare yogurt. So option number A is the correct answer option. Statement number 4 is which type of germs causes pneumonia? And the answer is option number B, bacteria. Fifth statement is milk is pasteurized at a temperature of, yes, and the correct answer is 60 degrees centigrade, that is the C option. The second question in the objective type is fill in the blanks. First statement is food packed in a factory contains, and in the blank we have to write chemical preservatives. Second statement is milk can be preserved by a process called, and the name of the process you have to write it here, pasteurization. PASTEURIZATION. The third statement is living thing which are made up of one cell are called dash organisms, and the word which will come in the blank is unicellular. Uni means one. Fourth statement is a useful type of dash is used in making yogurt, and the correct answer is bacteria. And the fifth statement is a mushroom is an example of an edible dash, and mushroom is a type of fungi and which is edible. The last question of our objective type is mark these sentences with true or false. First statement is infection cannot be caused by small worms, and it is a false statement. The small worms can cause infections. The second statement is germs are killed by pasteurization. Yes, it is a true statement because we use the process of pasteurization for killing the germs in milk. The third statement is influenza is caused by a virus, and it is a true statement. The fourth statement is all kind of bacteria are harmful. No, because a useful kind of bacteria is used in making yogurt. So it is a false statement. Not all kind of bacteria are harmful. The fifth statement is the body gets vitamin D from sunlight, and it is a true statement. That's why we are advised to sit in the sun.